We are live. We're going to try this again. Tragically went wrong before. I walked off the edge and lost signal, and I guess I didn't regain it, as my phone said. Just waiting for people to join. Let me know when you can hear me. La dee dee da dee da dee da. If I make funny faces, will it help? My views right now. Do 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 do. Went down to check on a hamster and found a rattlesnake, had eaten it. What? Come on, people. Where you at? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Nobody's looking. Nobody's watching. Nobody cares. Nobody's paying attention. Out in the middle of nowhere, wearing my fishing shirt, fishing. Trying to stay away from the rattlesnake that's down in the bush. It wants to eat my leg. Crazy days. Only got so much light. Come on. There's a viewer. Thank God somebody's watching. Oh, don't leave, please. I just almost ran into a rattlesnake. I get so aggravated. So I had Starlink up on the hill. I walked down. We're just gonna show the river, how bad the river is right now, and boom, boom. There's a rattlesnake. It literally went off and scared the crap out of me. And then I went back and watched. Something went wrong with the live. Hi, thank you for watching. So then I went down. Rattlesnake went off. Filmed it, all that, and looked down my phone. I'm like, that looks weird. And evidently I had lost the Starlink signal. So it turned out tragic. He could still be down there. Maybe we should go down and check him out. Rattlesnake City. Yeah, so the Colorado River right now. So I've been coming here since May, off and on. Not every week, but pretty much every week. And this is the literal first week I have seen it this bad. So I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see this. So if you can imagine, south of Hoover Dam, the body of water is massive. 1 inch would be millions of gallons. We are at like 3 feet down and it's still dropping. I've been marking it as I've been here. I've been here since Thursday night and I've been marking it and it continues to drop. I have no idea what's going on, but it's crazy. So usually the water line is right here. That kayak would be underwater. It's all the way down there. It's nuts. Okay, watching for rattlesnakes. So I marked when I got here. The water level was here. It's already dropped down to there. And then I got back I went kayaking to the Arizona side. Where is it at? Here we go. That's where it was at about 1 o'clock. And it's, if you can see that, it's already, what, 3 inches? So I don't know what's happening right now, but it's dropping fast. So when I came down here earlier, the rattlesnake was coiled up right there and scared the bejesus out of me. Let's see if he's still coiled up. He shot up over into these bushes over here. He's a big one too. Hey, I don't see you, guy. I'm not too scared of rattlesnakes. I mean, ultimately they kind of warn you like, hey, get away from me. So you do. You just step back and but yeah. So anyways, that's the update. Cove, so you can kind of see, I don't know how good you guys can see, but there's kind of the water, the white stripe, and then a black line above it. All that was completely below water. So I'll take you out there. We'll get in the kayak right now. I literally will do this, and I will show you in previous videos bushes I was doing underwater footage, and bushes I swam around that are now like above water. I'm gonna look at comments. Sorry guys, I can't see. No, I didn't get bitten, thank God. Scared the bejesus out of me. Hey Willie, what you doing, Willie Shiny? I'm always telling him about this spot. Okay, hold on, don't leave without me. Okay, we're gonna do this together. It's gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. You're just gonna have to bear with me. I don't have any fancy like gear, tripods or anything. It's just gonna be me and you and a phone and a boat and a kayak trying to make it happen. Ooh, here we go. Okay. That's gorgeous. I mean, look at this. My life doesn't suck, I'll tell you that right now. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna set you up here. Oh, nope. Okay, I gotta watch the signal very carefully because, oh, there's already one bar down. Don't wanna lose you. I'm here. Don't leave me. Truck's right up on the hill. I forgot my fishing pole. I set it down. They'll get to splashing tonight, for real. You know, one of the things I figured out, when I always thought it was the bass jumping at night. So I went out, like, trust me, I've been studying this cove since May. One of the things I always thought was the bass were jumping at night. No, it's carp. It's carp. I've been watching them. It's carp, and I don't care about carp. They're stinky, nasty fish. Okay, trying to stay steady. Say what? What'd you say? Hey, you doing? Hey, turn your camera around so we can see something pretty. Yeah, hey, exactly. That's what I'm about to do, man. Here, I'm almost there. Ugly mug. I'm sorry, guys. So in my previous videos, for real, look, check this out. How do I switch this? There we go. Bink. Okay, so this is how far it's down. I'm talking 1 week. Not even 1 week. 6 days it's down. So that bush right there, I'm gonna try to get closer without losing signal here. This bush, I have swam in the cove and around it, filming the fish. Bear with me here. I've filmed fish all hiding throughout this setup here. So you can kind of see, let me try to sneak in here. You can kind of see where there's an opening right here, and then it goes around, there's an opening. So I've swam around that bush, and it is at the roots. Brutal. Sorry, you gotta look at my ugly mug again. Hold on, I'm in the kayak. No professional is filming at this present moment. So yeah, I went out last night and just doing some like investigating, we'll say. And so I went down, see, from my camp spot. It's not gonna make any sense. Even if I say north, you're gonna be like, what? Anyways, so I where that boat's coming from. I went down that way, and there's a pretty significant cattail line, and had my light on, it's pitch black, and just watching just the biggest catfish and carp swim. So then I sneak back over here real stealthily, and same deal. There's just catfish, big catfish and carp all throughout this cove. So I really wish I knew somebody who liked to clean them, you know. Me, not so much. I'll clean up a bass, but okay, I am canoeing with one hand. This is professionalism at its best. We'll try to get you out to the main river, take a look at it. Man, but I wish you guys could have seen that. I wish that footage didn't cut off. Literally, I came right down. Rattlesnake was right to my right. That's the second time. You think I would learn, but not so much. Not so intelligent. Oh, going with one hand is not so easy. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera around so you don't have to look at my ugly bug. Whoops, sorry. Oh, there was a fish that just splashed right there. So you are currently looking at Arizona, one of the most beautiful states. Yeah, Bear Grylls is much cooler than me. I'm just a guy in a kayak trying to live the American dream. As I always say, renting my white picket fence because I can't own one. Oh, the struggle is real. So yeah, so all in through there, I've shot videos of the different coves. Pretty cool. So here's this little ledge here. This was all like legit underwater. I can't even describe. Like legit, my head, top of my head right now would be underwater right now. 6 days ago. I don't know what's happening. I haven't had the chance to Google it, but they're significantly low. Something's going on. I don't know if it's a timing thing. You know, they're releasing water, so I think the next dam down would be Davis Dam, if I'm not mistaken, down in Laughlin. So if they're releasing all the water and Hoover Dam's holding on, building up Lake Mead, I don't know, but not good for sure, either way. Okay, I still have signal far enough away. Better not go any further. Oh, slowly making my one-handed kayak back. Oh, it's been a crazy weekend already. I had I'll put the short out later on. I'm normally a goofy guy. I laugh a lot, have fun, blah, blah, blah. But this weekend, a airplane decided to come down here. It's one of those type planes that can land in the water. And I'm not saying anybody knows me from anybody, but this guy was intentionally buzzing me. And there's no doubt because I was down here fishing off that little ledge I just showed you. And he was like slowing down the plane, then he would hit it full throttle, but at the same time kind of hitting the brakes to where it would put up a spray. And I'm literally right there fishing. So he was intentionally trying to get on my nerves, which he succeeded. So I filmed a bunch of little pieces I'll put into a short later. It might come off very angry, like I want to fly a drone into his engine, but you know, just ignore it. I may or may not have been joking. Probably not. Yeah. Sometimes I can be friendly and sometimes I go, you know what? You're ticking me off. This guy was unreal. I mean, just the most disrespectful stuff. I mean, just buzzing the camp. I mean, for real. And I'm not joking when I say this. It was over 2 hours. 2 hours. I was literally, not joking, ready to take the drone off and fly into his plane. I was hot. So, anyways, back at shore. I'm gonna start a fire here pretty quick before it gets too dark. Oh, gotta get out of the kayak. Can't see nothing, guys. I'm blind. That's what happens when you get over 50. You go blind. Okay. Yeah, he is a jerk. I literally called him a prick. I was like, look at this prick. You know, I don't know if he thought he was being funny. I don't know if he thought he was being funny, but it wasn't so funny. It really wasn't funny. You know, I'm just out here trying to enjoy nature, the sound of birds, and so on and so forth. So anyways, that was the funny part, is after that experience, I came back here, and I was several hours later. So one of the things I'm known for is I feed the grackles and play with them and all that. And this grackle, I can't even describe it. They were both female grackles, but the one was bigger than the mom. The kid was bigger than the mom, because you could tell, because they get kind of like shaggy feathers, and it literally was doing the most annoying exact same cat over and over. And I'm not saying for 1 hour, 2, 3, 4, no, like over 6 hours. I was ready to put that bird to sleep. I'm like, come on, dude. So I finally I had to get in the kayak, and I just took off down south. I'm like, I cannot hear one more chirp. I love animals. Do not want to murder a bird. So, but yeah, it was super. It's like, you know, torture, to say the least. All right, there's the fire. Got my glasses on. Okay, let's see here. Every time the devil see the wind here. Yep. Some people, I mean, I don't know what his deal was. Like, if he thought he was being funny, or thought he was cool, or, oh, look at me in my airplane. Okay, I'm trying to find the lighter, guys. Hold on. But yeah, not cool. I have a sweet, gentle side to me, and then I have a dragon that I don't even want to see. But yeah, when you see the video, you'll understand. It was for real over 2 hours. There was one point, I mean, I would say it was pretty much like 45 straight minutes, if not longer. Like, and I'm not saying like just here, there. No, I mean, ripping by, ripping over my head, ripping back this way, stopping over here, like ripping, tearing off. And I'm like, and I'm in the kayak or on the shore fishing. And it's like, dude, like, for real, you have all of Lake Mead, you have all the Colorado River, and this one spot where I am, you want to come mess with me? That's kind of why I figured, like, he had to know. Maybe he was trying to get on video or something. I don't know. But yeah, he's going to get on video, and it's not going to be nice. So I hope the FAA does something about it, because it was so close. I mean, he was buzzing me so close. It was not safe, to say the least. But either way, I did wish that a seagull would fly into his I did wish. Oh, speaking of seagulls, there's a pack of them. You guys probably can't see them. A whole pack of seagulls flying that way. I did wish a seagull would fly into his motor, but I didn't want the seagull to get hurt. So, you know, it's just how it goes. Sometimes I'm not a nice guy. Tell me if you guys can hear the truck, if that's loud or not. Karma will come. Yes. Maybe with a pair of grinders on his motor parts. If he thinks I can't find his plane, he's dead wrong. I know people. That's all I'm saying. I know people. I can find his plane. Not that I would do that. I'm not putting that on social media. I'm not grinding his fuel lines apart. Just kidding. Only joking. Wouldn't do that. They're still a beast, attracting the mosquitoes. Can you guys hear that? Sorry guys, I can't see. Nah, no. He won't change my character. My character is already that guy. There's just, you know, I wouldn't say I'm a Gemini. I'm not saying I believe in astrology or any of that. But character-wise, Geminis, we have two different people running around in us. So no, I'm not that bad of a guy. Just because I want to fly a drone into an airplane, I mean, that doesn't make me a bad guy, right? Just kidding. Okay, I'll stop. No more joking. That's not funny. Oh, beautiful scenery. Here, let me walk you guys up on the hill. This spot is just like crazy, crazy gorgeous. Oh. I was actually had gone live right before the sunset trying to show you guys that, and that didn't go right. So, you know, struggles. Okay, I don't want to go too far away from the Starlink so it doesn't go crazy. Still showing good. Still showing good. So the very first time I came here, it's hard to explain. So I have to drive through that mountain terrain to get here. I mean, like in and around and back and forth and blah, blah, blah. Some crazy terrain. It's like over an hour dirt road. So I popped up and I found this spot way over here. And so next morning I got up, started fishing the shoreline, and I walked the back of this line here down, and that's when I found the camp spot. And I'm like, oh, I think I just found a slice of heaven. This spot is so dope. So been coming here since May. Been filming the fish, the water level, the different terrain. It's been pretty cool because I've got to see from May till now we're, you know, September, mid-September. I've got to see so much stuff change from the grass level to the fish, the size of the fish. When they call them bait fish, which will be the baby fish, the bass, the bluegill, whatever. I've got to see them change in size. You know, they'll be roughly in the same area. So, been watching like everything. I watched the little hunter ducks go down and dive. I've dealt with badgers. Last night, not last night, the night before, there was a pack of like, I'm gonna guess, this is surely a guess, but like 30 coyotes. I mean, for real, it was so many coyotes. I'm like, usually you can hear like 4 or 5 and they're barking. This was like unreal barking. I can't even describe it. These things are going off and they're right up on top of the hill. So it's hard to describe, but the cove goes back this way. So sometimes they'll come up over here. The burros will come up over here on this hill, but then they'll go in and around. They have to go a decent amount that way to come back to this one because the water goes back. But yeah, it was like a pack of wolves. So needless to say, I was sleeping. You know, I'm not scared of coyotes, but you know, if they're hungry enough, they'll do what they got to do. So slept with my knife. You know, you never know. Sometimes you just got to stab a coyote, or you might have to. Anyways. So yeah. Oh, mosquitoes. Let's see here. Yeah. Gemini, it's a real deal. I hate to say it. Yeah, a buddy of mine has got Starlink, so he loaned it to me. He's always telling me to come out and do lives, and I'm like, I don't know. And so finally I was like, okay, I'll do it. But yeah, shout out Adam. Thanks, buddy. Maybe he'll make an appearance tonight. Yeah, it's called a Western, a honey badger. I get the humor, but It's literally called a Western Badger in this area. So the crazy story was, um, I know it does look like a Chevy commercial, right? Sorry. I'm not a big fan of Chevy either, believe it or not. So, um, had tons of issues with that truck. But anyways, the story of the Badger was, I was here camping one night. This is probably about a month ago or so, and I'm in the tent sleeping, and I hear like a bag getting drug across the ground. And I'm like, what rustles me awake, and I'm like, what is that? So I come out, and I walk out, and one of the things I love is sour gummy worms, and there's sour gummy worm bag against the bush line right here. And I'm like, okay, like, but it was loud. I mean, it was not only loud, it was getting drugged fast. So I'm like, that's not a mouse, that's not a, there's pack rats and that type of stuff, but I'm like, they're not dragging it back that fast. Like, but I had just heard the coyotes on top of the hill. So I'm like, is it a coyote? I'm like, they don't ever mess with my food. I've been doing this stuff years, never had a coyote mess with my stuff. So I'm like, that's something's weird. So I come out, find the deal, and then so I put my headlamp on, and inside the bushes is a bag of chips, and the bag of chips is annihilated, just destroyed. And I was like, and I forgot, like, oh yeah, I did leave the chips out. So I take the gummy worms, I put them back inside the tote, everything, all the food's nice and secure, and go back to bed. I don't even think I've fallen asleep yet. And I hear noise again, but it's right next to my tent. And so I'm like, I grab my headlamp and I'm like, put it against my chest. I turn it on. I'm like waiting. And then I go up, I carefully unzip the tent net. So like on my tent, there's a net right there so I can see out. So I unzip that and I'm just waiting and watching. And then all of a sudden I hear right to my right down here, I hear a sniffing sound, like really loud. So I'm like, is there a coyote like right next to me? Like, and at this point I'm getting a little bit nervous, but not, not too bad. Anyways, all of a sudden I see it pop the head or turn the light on or flash it, and I couldn't even describe to you what I saw because it was just a ball of hair, no tail, no legs. That's all I could see, just a ball of hair moving forward. And I'm like, so anyway, so it wasn't until I was home I had to Google it, and I'm like, what in the world? And I found the Western Badger, and I'm like, yep, that was it for sure. So there's rattlesnakes in there, Western Badgers in there. The burros will come down to camp sometimes. Not typically not while I'm here, but a lot of times when I show up, they'll be here. So yeah, it's I love it out here because there is so much nature. You never know what you're gonna see. I've caught lizards out here. I've caught horny-toed lizards out here. I have not caught any rattlesnakes yet. I try to avoid them. And obviously they like to warn me. But yeah. Fish, the ducks. At one point I had ducks coming up into camp. They were pretty comfortable. That was during the spring, like I would say in the May range. May, early June, the ducks would come up, literally just come up to camp. I'd feed them crackers and stuff. But as the year went on, so far as I haven't seen too many of the ducks. The diving ducks are out here, but not too many of the other stuff. But yeah. This water situation is freaking weird, man. I come out here so many, at least I would say twice a month, and the water's never that different, maybe an inch or two. But to come out here this time, I was just like, what the heck? Like on the other side of this cove, it's on the main river side, the shoreline, it's hard to describe, but if like sometimes the shelf is like that's kind of where I'm at, where it's kind of deep, so you don't get too many more feet out that way. On the other side, it's plus 20 feet. It goes out straight. That wasn't there before. It's unreal to see. So, But yeah, I got to do some research when I get back home and find out what's going on with the river. They've got to be doing something. I mean, I sit there and think about an inch or two over thousands of square miles and how many millions of gallons that is, and to see like, okay, no, we're not talking about inches, we're talking about feet. Like something is definitely amiss. So I don't know if Hoover Dam is experiencing some kind of motor problems, or Vegas just doesn't need the electricity, or what's happening, but something's definitely weird. So, not that I'm a conspiracy theorist. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit, but something strange is happening for sure. Sorry, I'm getting some more technology on the fire pit. Oop, I'm getting some stickers from work. If you don't know what a sticker is, it's what pallets of material come on. They make great firewood and they're free. Free is good. Oh. Yeah, legit. Fire does keep the mosquitoes away. It's one of the reasons I started up so early. Sometimes, if depending on the timing, I'll start up fires during the day. You know, just for the smoke, just for the mosquitoes and or the flies. But flies aren't too bad down here. There are some gnarly ones, but the bees tend to mess with me a little bit. But I'm not typically scared of bees. I'll let them land on me. I'll play with them and stuff. But if they get too annoying, I'll shoo them away. But most of the time, people see bees and they're like, "Oh, I'm allergic to them. They're gonna kill me." And all grounded reality, they're just a pretty looking fly. They mean no harm. They're just looking for food like anybody else. So, isn't that pretty? It's not a Chevy commercial, I swear. It's pretty cool last night. It's pitch black. I could see the whole Milky Way. I'm out there kayaking. I've got my headlamp. But even with that, it was still pitch black. It's hard to describe because you have no point of reference. And I kayaked over to the cove up north, and you see the full Milky Way, and I'm seeing flying stars and stuff. I'm like, it's just those brief moments where I'm just like, okay, bat, sorry, ADD, there's a bat right there. Sorry, I don't know if you got to see that or not. They'll come right down into camp. But yeah, it's just those brief moments where I'm like, yeah, my life doesn't suck right now, for sure. It's awesome. You know, all in all, if I could live in nature, I would. Let's see, something about flying stars and the moon. The moon will come up tonight. I don't know about what time, but it was cold the other night. First night I got here, so I got here Thursday night, and I saw a what I thought, 99% sure it was the God, what do you call that? Oh, getting old sucks. Space station. Sorry, I saw the space station. What I thought was a space station, and so I have a deal where I can actually look up exactly where it's at, and it was close to that area, but it was like hovering around the moon, and it wasn't moving. And on my app, normally it's moving. It's got a timeline, a trajectory of where it's going to be at, and it wasn't. It was just sitting there right by the moon. I'm like, that's suspicious. It was not moving. Like, for all the space geeks out there, the space station moves at 17,500 miles an hour, and it wasn't moving. And I'm like, why is it not moving? That is weird. But then I swear, in the sky, it's got a very distinct look. You can see it if you know what you're looking for, and pretty sure that was it. But yeah, I don't know. All in all, very weird. Could have been an alien. We are close to Las Vegas. You never know. The bat's back. I love the bats in this area, for real. You have no idea. They're cleaning up all the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes here are undescribable, next level. It's just the roar. If I was to make all the sounds go out, I've done a few videos, I think little shorts and stuff. The roar is unbelievable. So it's the downsides, like you want to be close to the water and all that. You're gonna get the mosquitoes and the rattlesnakes and such, but besides that, you know, I don't know. I'll take it. You know, when you're in the hot summer months of 120-ish plus and you have no water, it's not good. I go do those kind of videos and I'm like dying in the shade. I'm dunking towels in the cooler trying to keep cold and stuff, or cool, but having the water helps a ton. So, and I love to fish, so I've got an idea where I want to do a video about fishing for crawdads. A buddy of mine from Montana told me about a way you can catch crawdads. I was out on this other side the other night and last night, just checking out, just seeing what the terrain had to offer, and there was crawdads everywhere, and I was like, oh. So I haven't eaten crawdads in a long time. I'm for real, probably 30 something years, but yeah, it'd be cool. I forgot the butter. I have the pot and pan. I legit forgot the butter. I would have done the video. I have all the stuff I need. I'm not going to spoil it. I have all the stuff I need except for the butter. So I'm like, nah, gotta wait. Not going to do it. Not going to do the video without the butter. So I don't know. You tend to forget something every time. All right, let's keep caught up here. No, I'm not in Colorado. I'm on the Colorado River, but I'm in Nevada right now. Okay, I'm old. I don't understand what OIC means. Technically, I have done it one time. Not here. I have done it one time on the Colorado River. Oh, I see. Okay, thank you for that. Old guys, we don't catch up. But anyways, I have done I had done a video where me, my brother, and another buddy, Adam, we were kayaking up from, oh God, where is it? Nelson down to just a random spot, and did pan a little bit, and we found a little tiny flake. So I'm sure it's all along here, but um, technically by the parks and regulations and rules, you're not supposed to. So it's kind of hard to post that stuff on social media without somebody at some point getting on you about it. So, I've done other videos. I was in Searchlight in a place, wow, years ago, and did a video, and I found like 5 flakes of gold, and people just blew me up online. They're like, oh, you're not supposed to be doing that. And I'm like, what? I put it back. No, for real, I did. I actually dumped it on the ground. I found 5 little flakes of gold, and I legit dumped it on the ground. Did not keep it. I know a place that's way better in gold that I can actually find like chunks. So I'm like, little flakes don't mean nothing to me. Sorry guys, just can't see. They're 47, all right. Just turned 51. In the old tiny town out there, as far as where I'm at, or 1.1 grams. Yeah, that is nice. That is real nice. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to find those good little chunkers. I tell you what, we just did a video. Me and a bunch of the buddies, we went down to Lynx Creek. That place is ridiculous. If Lynx Creek, Arizona, get the chance to look it up. It's near Prescott. That place is insanely easy to find gold. It's like just dig up some dirt and pan it. You got gold. I mean, I'm not joking. There's holes everywhere. There was a little bit of standing water when we were there, but not too much gold. I mean, not too much water running wise. But dude, the gold was so easy to find. It was crazy, insane. I was like just picking out different layers, like testing myself. There was another guy there, another YouTube channel, and this guy was just pans of gold. It was crazy. So fun times though. Yep, money, gold is worth so much now. So ridiculous. You need to get off grid again. It is. I live for off grid. You know, there's times I'll come out, it's like I feel the urge to put out a video once a week, but it's so difficult to come out and film and all the stuff that goes into it. And then you got to go home and you got to edit and you got to work and there's just so much of the life stuff that goes on around it. And so there's times I just come out and I'm like, I just need some me time. I need to enjoy nature and relax and unplug and not have any technology. My phone's not going to ring. I'm not going to have cell phone reception. Legit, the spot right now, 0 reception. The only reason I have it right now is because of Starlink. But yeah, can't get a text, call, nothing, So that part's nice. You as well. You as well. Yeah, hopefully the fish will start splashing and the rattlesnake stays away. I always like to do a little late night casting. Let's see if I can get some light on this situation. It's getting a little dark. Okay, where is my headlamp? Sorry, give me a second here. Woo, right. Sorry, guys. Will do. Definitely be safe. You got you out here. You never know what's coming, what snakes are hiding out. Gonna have me a stogie. Sit you down for a minute there. Oh, probably have to go down to the shore later on and check to see if my rattlesnake buddy's back. Good lands, that is the most terrifying feeling when you hear the sound, especially, there's a time in my life I lived in the Midwest and you hear the sound of a cicada and it sounds exactly like that for a split second, but then you're like, they're not around here, and then all of a sudden it hits you like, and you just come out of your skin like, yep, that's a rattlesnake, run. At least that's how my brain works. Okay, give me 2 seconds here. Looking for my torch that I had earlier. It's vanished. Vanished, I tell you. Hold on 1 second. It's there. It's time for a cigar. Just a cheap old cigar, nothing special. I tell you what, torch lighters nowadays are garbage. That or the fuel. That or the fuel. It's been a crazy day. I've already rode to Arizona and back. I went all up and down the Arizona Cove, just researching what was over there compared to this side, and there was legit coves I had been in I did not recognize. I'm like, this looks so different. And then the one I hit, I hit it first, went all the way to the back out, went down to a bunch of other coves. I came back and it went back in that cove, and I had no idea what I was like, oh, I've never been in this cove. And then got back to a certain point, recognized a specific rock structure, and I'm like, yeah, I've been here. It's like, it just looks so different. I even saw some jet skiers. I saw them come ripping in, and there's like a buoy type thing that warns you that the water level is getting shallow. But there's this other part where it's like the kayak hit the ground. That's how shallow it is. I could actually see rocks above water, and there was no buoy, no marking. And I saw these two jet skiers coming in fast, and I was like, oh, they're gonna hit it. And there's nothing I could do to warn them. I was far enough away where I couldn't warn him. And then all of a sudden I hear him just like rip off the throttle, and he kills the motor. And all of a sudden I hear him talking. They're like, man, you see that? Like, I had to kill the motor. Like, look at that. They were just going off. I'm like, yeah, it's brutal. It's so low out here, water level wise. Cannot describe it. You know, inches, that's one thing. Feet, that's a whole different thing. It just, terrain looks completely different. Well, maybe we should go check on our rattlesnake friend. See if he's back. Time before, he came back and was chilling out. Not this time, but time before I've come across him. Rolling rocks. Where you at, buddy? So if you guys can see how the mosquitoes, they are brutal. Further away you get from the fire, the thicker they'll get. Oh, yeah, I'm not seeing them at the present moment. Hopefully he didn't come down this way. He could be sitting underneath the raft for all we know. I don't know. Never know. Just gotta be safe. Gotta be safe. Oh. That's how fast it goes dark. A little of the glow from Vegas, way off in the distance. Yeah. in Colorado River. Crazy days. So who all's still here? Anybody got a comment? Anybody got something to say? I think my stogie went out. Oh, maybe not. Just in the middle of the desert, battling rattlesnakes and such. I've got so many crazy stories of rattlesnakes. Good lands. It's really a miracle I have not been bitten by one yet. From them running up on me. I've got other stories that are randomly crazy, but even from the time when I was a kid, me and my brothers were boulder jumping from one boulder to another and came across a pack of them. There's, I don't even remember, it was a lot, 30, 40, 50, I mean, it was dumb. And they all went off at one shot. They were like this was near San Diego. I don't remember what mountain terrain we were in, but oh my God, it was so many of them, just all going off at the same time. Yep, that'll make your spine go cold in a hurry. We need more technology for the fire. Let's go with let's go with the real log. Hey. Oh. Anybody's got anything to comment? Yeah, you get out here off grid by yourself and definitely your radar goes up for sketchiness. Like, you're afraid you're gonna see something that you're not supposed to. Like a rattlesnake pulling up on you. I was actually, one time I was fishing in Kansas and a water moccasin was literally going through my feet. And I think I literally jumped 3 feet straight up in the air. Yeah, I'm like, what the heck? Was not anticipating that one. So you never know. But gotta love nature. That's a pretty fire there. Just looking up at, sorry, I cannot see. I hate to keep apologizing, but I just can't see. Yeah. I was just looking up. It looks like what I was just talking about earlier, where it's space station. This, I don't know. It just has a certain glow to it. Could be it. Could be a plane, could be a helicopter, but I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if you can even see that. Probably too hard to see. But yeah, it came down, went over the horizon, and the moon hadn't come up yet, and it was just circling around the moon. That's super weird. It's like if you've seen satellites, it's like a satellite, but it's just a really bright satellite. No sound, no blinking lights. I can't tell with this one. Seems to be usually it moves pretty fast, but I can't tell if this one's moving fast or not. Yeah, it's blinking. Nope, it's definitely a plane. Close enough now. Milky Way's not out yet, but it's coming. All right, we're right about almost an hour. I'm gonna get off here soon. Enjoy the rest of the evening. My rattlesnake buddy down there. God, I wish I could have got that on film. I was recording, I don't know if it showed up. I watched the video again, I went back and it was like 30 seconds long where I'd walk down the hill, and when I went to drop off the ledge, signal lost, and so it was like 30-second video. So I don't know. You try, you really try. Yeah, I got up close. I zoomed in on him, I got up close. Gotta do what you gotta do to get the content. I haven't heard too many fish splashing yet. It's been quiet. Carp. They're carp anyways, who cares? It's not like they're the cool bass or anything. Actually, it was when I was kayaking back from the Arizona side today, I saw a monster carp jump out of the water right in front of me. It looks really cool when they do it, but at the end of the day, it's a carp. Not gonna eat it. Not interested in catching it. They are fun to catch a little bit, but anywho. All right. Well, I'm gonna go on enjoying my evening. You guys all take care. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see ya. Bye-bye.